This show's obviously grown tremendously over the nearly 7 years we've been on the air here on KCMO, going back to when we were just on 710 AM to now being on 95.7 FM. So if you're a longtime listener, you may know the direction that I'm going here. But obviously, one thing that is always great for the show is when you've got some foil, right? We take good calls here on KCMO Talk Radio, people who have salient points. Maybe they're funny, smart, clever, interesting. And certainly if you disagree, you go to the front of the list. I mean, that's just how we do it here. Makes for good radio.
We do current events, and that is right. What makes a conversation. We're not trying to create a clubhouse here where if you got to say the right thing to get in.
Trust me.
That doesn't work.
People think that, and I look at the text line, they think that sometimes we just put on callers who all agree with me. Trust me.
Yeah.
We would love the opposite, right? Mm-hmm. That's not what we do here. I don't look for callers to affirm my beliefs. That's not what I do. Not what I'm interested. Now, if it happens, that's great, but it's just organic. It's not like what we're looking for. John doesn't hang up on you when you say, Pete stinks and I disagree. It's like, okay, hang on. Talk to him. Tell him why.
Yeah, I dare you to hang on because many of them bail during a commercial break.
That's the
bravado
thing.
disappears. What I would like is rather than people say, you're wrong, Pete. No, what do you believe in?
Well,
just
that's
say,
fine, too.
Yeah, that's the way to do the conversation. Here's what I believe in. I'm not sure I agree with you, Pete.
And I'm cool with that. That's the best kind of radio. So if you're a longtime listener, you will know that we have had foils over the years. We have had people who would call in. Some of them are staples on the show who will disagree vehemently with basically anything I say. And I got a Christmas card from somebody here this week. I get all the mail, obviously. It shows up on my desk, and sometimes it's nice letters. Sometimes it's not so nice letters, but I always open them. Sometimes I'll look around the envelope and make sure there's nothing suspicious. But for the most part, everyone's just trying to put in their 2 cents. So I got this Christmas card from somebody. I'm not going to give their name because I don't know if they would want this on the air. But I thought it was fascinating. And if you are an early listener of Mundo in the Morning, you may have an idea as to who this is. But it was somebody who would call this show in the early days and would always disagree. Would say Trump's the Antichrist. He's the worst president ever. No, it's not Larry in Prairie Village. I just want to make that clear for those of you asking on the text line. But this person was a constant foil on the show. And we thought we were always kind of polite to the individual. We would usually slice and dice their arguments, I would say pretty effectively, but it was fun. Unfortunately, the relationship stalled out, and the relationship, at least on the show, came to an end. I didn't know how this person was doing. I had not heard from this person in many years, but I got a Christmas card from this person this year. And it was a very nice card. Had a picture of Mary and Joseph and baby Jesus on the front of it. And it had John 3:16 on the inside. And it had a personally handwritten note that read to me, Pete, I wanted to let you know I finally saw the light and voted for Donald Trump. Miracles happen, ! Pray for our country.
Bravo.
And I thought to myself, yes, we can do a little round of applause here on that front. My golf applause thing isn't working there. We got to fix that one as well there, Mark. So once again, got to get the technical side all squared away. Thank you very much. I don't know why I can't hit it, but story for another day.
It's a union thing.
Yeah, exactly.
In fairness to the person you referred to, many people bought the stories that were going on. There was a big Russia collusion at that time and all that kind of stuff, and Comey and blah, blah, blah.
Exactly.
And this person's not the only one who believed that.
You're
got
right.
People even today now coming around.
Exactly.
Michael Rappaport said.
Hey, did you see Stephen A. Smith? Stephen A. Smith put up a YouTube video last night with the headline, Am I Becoming a Republican?
Talk about a bombshell.
I am not kidding you. Stephen A. Smith posted this on YouTube last night with the headline, 17-minute video, Am I Becoming a Republican? This should scare the daylights out of the Democratic Party. They have got to get out of their echo chamber. They have got to realize that they are not really appealing to regular people anymore. It's not that listen, I think there's a lot of Donald Trump's policies that have worked for the American people and will continue to work over the next 4 years for the American people. But it's not even like the Republicans are doing anything all that brilliant. Now, I do think Trump's broader movement is a stroke of political genius in how he's built his movement. But he's also been aided and abetted in large part by a Democratic Party that cannot get out of its own way, is way too online. And what I mean by that is they are catering to like a social media, highly educated echo chamber. And a lot of normal people are like, guys, this ain't working. You're not connecting with folks. You're connecting with an uber liberal constituency that exists in New York, Washington, D.C., and Los Angeles. You're not growing the Big Tent party that you had under Obama. You're killing yourselves here.